Hello, Verb T.
Hey man, what's up? You right?
Yeah, all good. How's yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, man.
I just want to chat to you today about yours and Chillman's upcoming album, Abstract Patterns.
Yeah, cool, man.
Was it always decided which you would be producing and featuring lyrically on the album, or was it a decision you made over the process of making the album?
I knew that I wanted to do a guest verse. I think at first I thought I'd just have one guest feature because, just because I was conscious of making it look like I was trying to force my way in there. So it wasn't really a decision at all, it was just like a natural thing. Like, for example, with the track Space and Time that I'm on, I wrote my verse sort of as I was making the beat, but I knew it would kind of work for him, the track. And then, like with Defeat Stress, I just do, we're actually both on the hook, but I've got the more prominent vocal on the hook. And for no reason, it's just because, I just wrote that part, so, and it just worked with what we were doing. And then with the other tracks, I don't know, it's a collaborative album, so it just felt natural to rap where I rapped it. It wasn't really, as I said, it wasn't like a conscious choice, like, right, I need to do this. We were jamming and it just so happened that, did a few bars in there. But, it's still very much him, it's his personality and his concepts and his vision. I just added my touch to it, just because, as a producer, I guess I'm super involved. If I'm producing a whole project, then I want to be, involved in it in a major way rather than just sending out beats.
When I was speaking to Chillman before, he was saying that you gave him a lot of guidance in the studio, and I was wondering what was the most memorable session which you and Chillman both had when you were creating the album?
Yeah, cool. Actually, it's funny, we only did 3 actual sessions where it was the 2 of us in the lab, and the first 2 were like 2 8-hour days. And what we did up until that point, we'd just been in communication, we'd met up a few times, and we had, we've been talking over the phone, online, and sending bits back and forth. So when we went into those first 2 days, we had, pretty much all the tracks for the album ready to record, and we knocked out most of it in those 2 sessions. But it's funny, I'd say the most memorable one though was the very last session, because we recorded most of it with Chemo, but the last session we did with Pete Cannon engineering. And Chillman sort of showed up at his studio and he's like, oh man, I've only had 1 hour sleep and I've got a cold. I was like, oh man, but because the thing is, we needed to get the song finished and we needed to start filming the video that day. It's like a bit of a rush to sort of get it all done. And I was like, oh man, he's had 1 hour sleep. Sinuses are blocked and shit. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. But it's funny, we went in the lab and he sort of nailed it in about 10 minutes. Got the flow spot on, it sounded good. So yeah, I was pretty impressed with that. And then I think after that, we went out and filmed the video for the whole day, just the UIU video where we're sort of around Central, just exploring London in a tourist way. And it's that's kind of the theme for the video. And then after that, I think we had a gig and him and Lucas from Above Ground getting a bit smashed, and it's just one of those days. It was a long, hard working day, but it was a lot of fun as well. By the end of it, after the gig, we had a lot of fun at the gig, and then we went back and we were watching the footage from the video, just sort of hyped because that was the last piece of the album. So it was a real good last day of work on the album. So that's probably what's going to stick in my mind the most.
Which is your favourite Chillman track? Which lyrics does he kill on the album, and why are they your favourite?
I think the Defeat Stress track is probably still my favourite. I just think he nailed it concept-wise, and it's not one particular lyric. I just like how he wrote the whole song, and particularly the second verse, how he flows it. It's just a different style. It's like the smoking, looking for someone to listen, the time ticking like the song through my hands, slipping, nothing different, verbal highs militant, use my initiative, learn how to back off, if I'm not feeling it, have me drinking, sniffing it, drifting, infinite waves, we could be living it, you know what I mean, just the way he does that flow, I think is sick. And also, just the overall message is like real heartfelt. So that's my favourite. But I just like his style. I like what he did throughout the album. His different touches. There's bits of humour in there and more serious tracks where he's telling his story. And that's what I like about it, because in a way it's quite a young album, because it's from his perspective. As he was writing it, he was like 20, 21 years old. And, it's some of his first solo written material as well for this album. And so the thing I like about it, he's done something real good, but it's definitely captured this part of his career. And I think, I can already see progression, because we started working on a part 2 already. And I'm cool for people to see the progression throughout. So yeah, I think he's gonna have a long career, man.
On the album you have features from the likes of Leaf Dog and Moreone and some guys from Hereford. I mean, which feature gets you the livest when you listen to it?
It's funny you should say that, because the tune is called Get Live. And it's actually one of my favourite beats I made for the project. And I just think because of that, Leaf just came in and killed it. And so probably Leaf's feature verse is my favourite on the album, but I think Moreone killed it too. And I do like the cypher track at the end with the Hereford guys as well. And I think it's nice that Chillman was able to bring his people through. So I was happy with all the features, but I just think because of the beat and the nature of the song, when I listen to that tune with Chillman and Leaf on it, that's kind of my favourite one of my favourite tracks, and probably my feature as well.
Okay, Verb T, aside from Abstract Patterns, can you let us know what In The Balance Records have got in store for the rest of 2016?
Yeah, man, we're finishing up the Moreone album now. Originally that was going to be the first album we dropped, but I think, I needed to go in and work on the beats and get a few more ready, and he wanted to do some more tracks. So we're taking our time, because it's going to be his debut solo album, so it's got to be as good as it can be, sort of thing. So hopefully that will be finished in the next couple of months, and we'll look to get that into manufacturing and stuff. There's also a compilation, which is, all the artists involved with the label sort of contributing tracks and tracks we've done together and stuff. And then also there's going to be more material from Bry Shabby and Mad Lean. Hopefully both of them will get something out by the end of the year, if not, it'll be early next. And then there's a couple more artists who are not quite ready to announce, but that will be announcing soon, that I've been sort of working with. So yeah, there's plenty to come, man. Working hard on it every day. So.
Alright, and aside from In The Balance Records, what has Verb T got in store for the rest of 2016? What festivals will we be at? Have you got any collaborations you can let us know about?
I'm gonna be, there's Outlook Festival, Boom Bap obviously. We've had a lot of 4-hour dates sort of across Europe, and that's gonna continue into the rest of the year. There's also a big High Focus summer party coming up July 22nd, which should be sick. In terms of the music, man, I'm going to be featuring on the new Leaf Dog album, the new Flicktrix album. And yeah, I've been sort of shying away from doing features for other people. I'm working on a part 2 to The Man With The Foggy Eyes with Ill Informed. I've done quite a few songs with Pitch, who's the producer for the Mouse Outfit. So those are sort of 2 different projects of mine which I'm working on simultaneously. I'm just going to take my time with them. I'm not going to rush anything out. So I'd like to say I'll have an album done by the end of the year, but if I don't get the right inspiration and make the right songs I'm happy with, it might take a bit longer. But yeah, I'm just always busy, man, always working. No, that's right, man.
Thank you very much for speaking with us. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling, man. Yeah, good to speak.